Hey there everybody, welcome back to a video. Today we're going to do a first impression, application, and color try on of the newer Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup SPF 45. I think this is a newer product or their newest foundation from Estee Lauder, and it's quite popular at the moment. I've been hearing lots of things about it. I have the shade here in 1W1 Bone. I'm going to try on for the first time. I just have my skincare on. This is what I have on my skin, a little bit of brows and a little bit of lip balm so I don't look too washed out once we put foundation on. This is not a review, this is not a wear test, so if you are looking for those things, you might want to hop on to a few other videos for more information. But I do want to try it on my skin for a color match and also just to see how it applies, and if I'm doing that anyways, I might as well do it together with you. I am currently in the best natural lighting setup that I can figure out. I do prefer natural lighting for foundation try-ons and things for color. However, the thing with natural light is that, as you can probably start noticing, the sun does come in and out on cloudy days, and we will have slight shifting in our colors, but I'm hoping it won't make too much of an issue. I still much prefer natural light versus something artificial. So here we go. So I'm actually going to take this off because I normally prefer to do my foundation videos with a camisole, so you can see my natural skin tone, which for me is definitely lighter than what my face appears. My forehead is slightly darker than the rest of my face, and my face as a whole is slightly darker than my natural skin color. So if you look at the top of my shoulders here and my neck and my chest, that is more of my natural color. I can't find the camisole I usually would wear to film foundation videos. It's lost somewhere, but this will do for now so you can get a better look at coloring. So this one comes in a squeeze tube with a pump like so. While I was in the store, I had debated between this color 1W1 called Bone, which is the warmer of the lighter shades they have, or the porcelain shade, which is neutral. But when you pump it out like so, it does not look as warm and yellow as it seems to be in the tube, and you can see it's really running down my hand. My skin tone is certainly more neutral with just a smidge of warmth. So most foundations I find, actually those that are labeled warm, are too warm for my skin when matched to my neck and the rest of my body. So let me get you in a little closer. So this is the color 1W1 Bone against my natural skin tone. Again, my face is a little bit darker than the rest of my body, and I'm just going to start buffing this on. I have no primer on, nothing else except for skincare, and I just want to see how this sits. It does have a very slight scent, more of a skincare scent. And that little bit blended in quite well. I can't really notice a big color shift or color difference, but it doesn't seem to be as full coverage as I had thought it would be. I think it's meant to be medium coverage, from what, medium to buildable possibly, from what I've seen from other people's videos. I don't mind the scent. It has a cucumber type of scent, like a cucumber in a skincare type of scent. Yeah, I think the color is fine. 1W1 Bone. Definitely, I think porcelain would have been too peach for me. So let me take down my mirror. So I just have the foundation on this side of my face, just this little cheek area. It doesn't seem to be picking up on any dry patches, and it doesn't feel wet on the skin, which is great. Okay, let's go forehead. And again, my forehead is certainly a little darker. The flat top brush I'm noticing is applying the foundation better than I anticipated. With creamier products, I find the flat top works okay. If the product is too thick, I like the sponge, or if the product is very, very thin, then the brush can kind of get a little streaky and sometimes pick up on flaky areas. But this one seems fine. Although the foundation is slightly runny, I wouldn't say it has a slightly serum-y consistency when I'm touching it. I'm going to just put a little extra underneath my eyes, blend it out with a Everyday Minerals eyeshadow brush. Right now, as I'm looking in my mirror, it certainly looks more like a light medium coverage. Though, like I said, most of the reviews that I have seen, many people say it is fuller coverage. You can see it's taken out the redness that was in my cheeks right here. Here we go. So bare skin on this side, and then foundation now on all of this side of my face. Okay, so on my hand, you can see it is still quite warm, the tone, but on my face, I think it actually looks quite good. And now that it's had a few seconds to settle in, it feels really great. I don't notice it picking up on any patches that I can see, and tone still looks good. So this is now slightly dried down on my hand, so I'm just gonna pick up whatever is on the brush and start going on this side of my face. You can see right away it took out some of that redness that was here. And I do have some ice pick scars along the inner portion of my cheeks and sunken pores. I've got no primer on, but it's sitting over those areas fairly well upon first application. So my nose, okay, this is where things get a little funky. I'll show you in a minute, but right now, my nose is a little flaky in some areas, and this is not blending in to the area around my nose quite as well. So I just am taking another small amount. Again, between what I just pumped out and what I added, that's probably one full pump. So notice when I put the foundation freshly on my hand and where it settled, it does oxidize slightly. I wouldn't say it's super orange, but there is a slightly different depth. Would I say a different tone? A slightly different tone, but definitely dries down slightly darker. So put that on the rest of my face on this side. I'm really pleasantly surprised that it blends in so well just with a brush. I normally get better results with a sponge. I always would try it first with a brush, but the sponge tends to give me better results for most products. But this one really does apply nicely with a brush. Between the skincare or skin caring additives and how it's being promoted, this very much reminds me of how a BB cream would be advertised versus an actual foundation. So blends out very nicely, no issues with the blending. Over most parts of my face, it's settled and sat in really well. It's a little patchy here because I think I had some old product and the new product. So I'm just smoothing it out slightly on this cheek. This cheek looks fine. Things always go a little slower when you're talking to the camera at the same time. I'm going to just apply slightly more fresh product over here. This is the type of coverage I'd be very happy wearing without concealer. On day-to-day, I don't wear concealer anyways. Or I will have a day where I just wear a bit of concealer and no foundation. It's rare that I go in with both unless I'm doing something really special or going out or whatever. So let me get myself real close to the mirror as well so we can inspect this face. The only issue I'm having, the skin looks really pretty. The only issue I'm having is with my nose right here. I might have to get super close. There is a little patchiness here. You may not be able to tell. I can't get any closer, I don't think, or else my lens will start going blurry. But very, very small amount here. I think it's just some flaky skin. If I go over it with a bit of a sponge and smooth it out, I don't see it being a big issue. I'm gonna take my hair clip off. We've lost the sun again, but if you compare my face to my chest and my arm, which is kind of my natural skin tone, I think it's pretty good. If you take the foundation and compare it here, it does look slightly different, but once it's on the skin, I don't notice it as a big issue. So I think this looks really pretty. This could certainly be a step up from your tinted moisturizer with a bit more coverage and just more substance to it. So far, I like the way that it feels on my skin. This is probably not a dead of summer, sweaty, going outside, you know, foundation product, but otherwise, very nice. I'm gonna give you a bit of a before and after. So hopefully editing Jared remembered to cut a clip from earlier before I started applying the foundation. And this is me with the foundation on. Again, the color is 1W1 Bone. I don't have any highlighter or primer or powder on the skin. And if I get in pretty close here, this is what it looks like. Hopefully this was a bit informative, especially if you're looking for color matches. If you want to know my closest color match and other brands of foundations and products, I will leave a link down below in the info bar for you. Questions and comments, are you interested in trying this one for yourself? Leave me something in the comment section, and if you enjoyed it, found it useful, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.